So as we know that basically law doesn't differentiate between the rural practitioner and a urban practitioner. We need to follow both the ethics as well as legals, and we should not deviate our practice from the same. The objectives of this presentation will be what are the various laws applicable, problems of small hospitals, handling of mishaps, managing the civil negligence cases, recovery of bills, insurance, and precautions to avoid the litigation. Now, we all should follow the ethics that are laid down by the Indian Medical Council, and at the same time we should be abide by the laws of the land, that is the Consumer Protection Act, civil laws, criminal laws, human rights, and other statutory laws of the land. In a rural setup, the burden of work, if we see the statistics of the 2017, almost 73% accident happens in the rural area, and definitely the surgeons are less, so the burden of work is more than the urban population. At the same time, we face the issues like it's always a one-man show, as usually at least a 5 or 10 bedded hospital, poor infrastructure, unqualified staff, lack of facilities, irresponsible media, consumer awareness is there, doctors being the soft target, and lack of unity in the healthcare professionals. So if there is an emergency, the problems usually are either there is no patient, no relatives with the patient, or the bystanders are there. Usually the patient are under influence of alcohols. In rural setups, many times their day starts with a peg rather than a cup of tea. So they are in altered sensorium. We have the lack of facilities like CT scan or ambulance, and then there is no responsible person available for the consent. So what are the recommendations are always stabilize the patient first, irrespective of whether he can pay you or not. Have an effective communication with the attendants. Do sufficient investigations, and if you do anything in a good faith to save the life of the patient without even consent, it is protected under section IPC 92. Always inform the police about the medical legal cases. If you don't inform the police under IPC 176, there is a punishment of either 1 month imprisonment or 500 rupees fine or both. And admit the shift patient according to the clinical condition of the patient or the infrastructure available. Now, if there is an emergency like mishap or death in a OT, if the patient is young, there is usually an emotional outburst. The doctor-patient rapport is not built before such cases. Inadequate manpower is there, and we are always fear of the abuses, assault, and destruction of the property. So in these cases, what we recommend is always do a continuous attempt to save the life of the patient. Always call the local colleagues, call the local police station and inform them about the incidents. Always dial 100 toll-free number. They have a very good, inform them about the location and the incidents. They have a very good wireless connectivity. They will either inform the local police station or the wireless van. They will come over to your place and they will take the situation into control. They need to give the feedback to the control room, and all calls are recorded. You can retrieve all the data under the RTI application. PM is mandatory if the case happens in the operation theatre. So the patient or his relatives can file a complaint against us to the police station, Maharashtra Medical Council of India, Human Rights Commission, or to the administrative officers at the same time. And it is our legal responsibility to reply to each of them. So can a doctor be arrested in a mishap? Definitely no. There is a clear-cut judgment that first the expert opinion should be taken, and if there is a prima facie negligence on the part of the doctor, then only a notice should be given to them. And if the norms are not followed by the police officer, it is a punishable offense. But always took into consideration what charges or what section is applied by the investigating officer, whether it's a 304 or 304A, because 304 is a non-bailable offense and 304A is a bailable offense. Now, managing civil negligence cases, if there is a complication, the patient's relatives usually think it as a negligence. So they may send you a legal notice, or a CPA or a civil suit can be filed. Always take an opportunity that if there is a legal notice, one should give a very well-drafted reply so that it can be a tight slap on the face of the litigant. And in case of civil suit or CPA, you need to file the written statement along with the case laws and the evidence. One should have a good lawyer as well as a medical legal consultant's assistance. Now, coming to the insurance or recovery of bills, the problem is that the patients are poor, no emergency fund is available with them, so they always assure that we will pay later on. So advance payment should be taken, investigations only after payment. Critically ill patient, make it a habit to take daily payments. If there is a death, give concession or post-dated checks. You can definitely file a civil suit for the recovery of the bills, and if the check bounce is there, you can find a criminal complaint against them. There is no reward without taking a risk, and the risk should be protected by insurance. But only online or just insurance is sufficient, or should we go with the risk management company? If we take an online insurance, no coverage for the criminal act, defense lawyer on the usually lacks the medical legal knowledge. They do not pay their complete compensation. So is it really a peace of mind? While the risk management company, they usually covers all cases, lawyer and medical legal consultant, full compensation is there. They covers the professional as well as personal, and there is a really peace of mind. But sometimes it's a good habit to do a better lean settlement than a fat litigation. Now, when we are in trouble or in a medical legal case, always expect the unexpected. We think that somebody should come and help us, but that's not the situation always. There are some people who are ready to take advantage of the situation. So just be aware of the opportunistics. It was when we were kids, we were happy because we used to be careless, but now we are grown-up professionals, responsible professionals, and we don't want to repeat the mistakes that has been happened with the Amre hospitals, where crores of compensation has to be given to the patient. So take-home message is prevention is always better than cure. Our behavior should be sympathetic and courteous. The counseling should be careful listening, and two-way communication should be there. There should be an restricted entry and timing of visitors. CCTV monitoring should be there. There should be a clean-cut documentation. Always take a legally valid consent. Have adequate professional indemnity insurance, which should cover the unqualified staff, and we should fight unitedly. So the take-home message is, do the things as a matter of habit and not out of fear of law. Thank you for your patient listening.